It's still September 17th. I just wanted to, I've been doing some self-reflection and about that dream and wondering if, because, okay, so today, was it today? No. The video that posted today was when my car got broken into. The one yesterday was the one with my molester, and remembering the progression of those particular dreams, of how they were helping me heal, to get to that point of resolution within myself through the storyline in the dream and the emotions that were being evoked and how it was preparing me to be alone with him. Well, first it was just preparing me to get close to him, and how I was resisting that to the point of where I spoke up. So I'm thinking about this dream with this affair, and the last one where he's grabbing me. He has a hold of me, but I don't do anything. And then the images that I'm shown, he's being like the jerk that he was in how he would act when we were both in each other's presence, his wife and I, and how I remember like just eyeing at him like, stop. But I never said anything. Like, I never stopped it in the moment. And so this dream, I remember just doing this, like let go of me kind of thing, and just telling him, like, just tell her that I had dreams about her, and like leaving. So I'm wondering if it's just this progression of me being more comfortable, no longer being a bystander to stuff, like actually speaking up and getting more comfortable with confrontations. And so I was just reflecting on that, wondering. And then I was thinking, what else got triggered? It's just that whole chapter of lying, right? And how I was lying, and how, so it goes back to that, the poem, the words that I wrote, and I changed it up, and so this is the final version of the words that I wrote when I went camping, when I was reflecting on what my cousin said, that I translate myself, and what my friend said, that, don't feed, trust your readers to get it. And how I remember, so when I got home, I decided to respond to my friend, my buddy friend, and I said, this is what happened this weekend, and I translate myself. And then that my cousin had said, it's okay to leave room for mystery. So then I said, the transparent me has been sitting with that too, right? How do I do that when I've been so transparent? So this is what officially came out. So I titled it A Mentirosa Poet, written by A Light. 3 puffs, because I smoke marijuana. 3 puffs. Mysterious, secretive, mentirosa. Ranges of intensity. Habladora, discerning, silent. With my words. Is changing my mind considered lying? To not share my truth because I wasn't ready? To live my life one way and then live it another? To say I believe one thing but then change my mind like broken wedding vows? Is that lying? I told my cousin that lying was a part of expansion. You translate yourself, they said. Trust that your readers will get it, my friend said. Random, integrated, orderly. I didn't know. Chaotic, cooperative, controlled. That poetry, leave them, guide them, feed them, also had rules. Teach me. I will learn the rules of your word art, but only to break them one day. So I rearranged, right, some of the words and changed some of it and added more. And then I went on to explain to my friend that I realized, right, what I was processing yesterday is just this awareness that, oh my gosh, that's how I take in information. I break everything down to the tiniest detail, and I didn't realize that when I deliver information, I do the exact same thing. And so then now it's like, And so just the emotional awareness, right, of that. And so then, so the cool thing was that my buddy friend said that this was the favorite thing that I've written, her favorite thing that I've written so far, because it's my voice. And then she put, not necessarily what you're saying, but the wording is unabridged. I need to look that word up. Wrong word. Written in Yubanese. Nobody translated it. So it's probably completely off. But anyways, I sent my friend The Key to Humanity's Heart, the collection of poems too. But anyways, so still evoked with the emotional awareness of the triggering that was happening, with my cousin highlighting that for me, and my friend highlighting that for me. And so more poems about being triggered. So I wrote this other one. I don't know if I titled it I Need You. I think I titled it I Need You. I need your eyes to show me your reflection of me to me. You catch the things that I miss when I'm being me. I need your ears to hear me. You catch the flaws in my words, feeding and repeating, flying too fast like birds. I need your flavor of me so that I can taste what you take in. Am I too detailed, blunt, or misleading? Do I leave a sour taste, or am I a solid win? I need your sensation of me. Emotions are the key, unintentionally but purposefully triggering you. Do you smile, rage, or bleed? I need your scent of me. Do I repulse you or soothe your soul? Because I am you and you are me to some degree, reflecting what is missing to become whole. Because I had mentioned to my cousin, my friend, that because of this experience, it's a new puzzle piece for me, right? They filled in that hole that was missing through their reflection of me that I didn't realize about myself. So anyways, then another poem came out, and it just kind of kept going for a bit. So I was thinking just about that particular dream, reflecting on the dream, reflecting on this element of lying and changing my mind with him in particular too, because the agreement that we had, we were going to take this to the grave. Like, I wasn't going to say anything. We weren't going to say anything. And then I changed my mind. Right? Being a liar and then lying again. and just this element of like this awareness that it's okay to change my mind, right? It's okay to change my mind. I think it was never stated before because I didn't know that I could change my mind, right? We're brought up to don't break your promise, right? Don't be loyal, and these values that hold us back from expanding to a certain degree. And so then it nudges us into certain behaviors and certain, I mean, aside from other factors, clearly, right? I had my whole self-worth stuff, but it just made me reflect on just how rigid we are or have been, and how we're breaking through that with the Urban Dictionary. I remember coming across the Urban Dictionary, I'm like, oh my gosh, like there's all these the new words, right? That the youth are coming up with, and how I remember that now, and wondering like, wow, like I didn't know we could do that. I remember thinking that, I'm like, I didn't know we could do that, come up with own words and our own, definitions of it, and then, right, just wondering like, can we keep doing that, right? Because the situation, the involvement of the new environment, right, requires it, so that we can break free from those old constructs and redefine our lives, right? I was thinking about that, just reflecting on how with him we had an agreement. It was different than the wedding vows because those were not ones that I wrote, that I intentionally made the time for, and he didn't either. We just, someone just gave them to us, and I mean, we picked them, but I remember not taking time, to reflect on the agreement that I was getting into. And so that example, that type of agreement where I'm thoughtless, very thoughtless, not mindful, just doing it out of almost like automatic, like, oh, this is what we're supposed to do. And then the affair, there was more thought into it, but at the same time there was like, I should, from now on, all of my agreements are gonna be like, I can always change my mind. Like, if things change, I have to change. I have to have the ability to change my mind, because like, life unfolds unexpectedly sometimes. And then I was thinking about the three, my ex, the affair, and this person from my past. Jose Jesus is next, just to clarify. and how that, there was no agreement. There was nothing written out. There was just this, we're just taking it as it is type of experience, which is completely different. And I was thinking about the quickness. How quick was I jumping into things, right? Before, when I pondered on that question, I was thinking about it more in a sexual way. But now I'm thinking about it more of just the interactions in general with my ex. It took me like 5 to 7 years before I decided to get married, right? Before I agreed to get married. And how even that, like, it wasn't something I was my heart was in it. My heart wasn't completely in it. And with the affair, it wasn't like an immediate affair, like, it wasn't immediate. It wasn't like we just saw each other and just jumped. No, it was this progression as well, shorter progression than with my ex. Like, I just noticed that the time frames were shorter. They're so with this affair, I don't even. It just, the involvement was slow, but shorter than with my ex. And then with you, Jose, it was, I mean, I remember the moment that I it was quick, clearly it was quick. I mean, I remember standing in front of my mirror in the bedroom, looking at myself and looking at a post-it that I had written. I forgot what that post-it said, but I remember staring at it and making the decision in my mind that I was just gonna jump all in. I was just so excited to jump all in with you. Not knowing, like, just, I'm just gonna jump in. And all the post-its. And I remembered when you asked me, because there were post-its in my bedroom, that was a mirror in the bedroom, the mirror in the restroom. And you came out, you're like, how do you see yourself? And I was like, because there was cracks. I'm like, I see what I needed to see, right? That was all I needed to see. The words were more important to me than my face. I remember, like, how do you see? And I remember just being so excited to take this chance with you. And just that progression, that day, like, I remember that day. And how I just text you, where are you? I'll come to you. The flowers, the truck. You had that machine in the back of your truck. You had tea. You got me tea. We drank tea together. And I followed you so you can drop off the truck. And then I drove us to Orange County. And then that same day, that lady asked me what we were. And I was like, I hadn't even thought about it. Because I was just jumping right in, right? How quickly that was. That was jumping in quickly. Yeah. Something I'd never done before. So I was just thinking about that, the time frames. And then how with this fire sign, recent fire sign, it was agreements, put in there, I could change my mind if I want to. in 3 months, right, of just hanging out, not every day, but like we communicated every week for sure, like every so days, and then we saw each other at least once a week, and then I changed my mind, and just the progression of the unfolding of events, it's just different. It's interesting. Anyway, so I just wanted to record that over, and I said I think that dream was to help prepare, just to help me find my voice, just to continue to help me find my voice in that process. So then my friend said, "Did I unlock something for you? Keep the words coming." So that I put, so the next poem, this one I titled it, Unlocking My Future. Did I unlock something for you? Pain deserves to be felt. I heard that in a movie once. The fault in our stars, Orion's belt. Did I trigger you? Your actions and your words open up the flood within my heart, overflowing my cup. Transmute the energy, discomfort, pain, and rage. My heart retracts as I sit with it, so that once more with you I can engage. Grateful I am for this pain that highlights what I need to see. Your triggering triggers the healing within me. Expansion occurs when the pain is transmuted. My voice, my words, my creation that unknowingly was deep-rooted. Beaming out now like flashes of bright light, the heavy residue falling from me, my creative unwritten future in sight. It's gonna get busy now. I'm gonna do my first presentation. I can't believe it's already mid-September. I start school in a month. And the funny thing is, it's like I know it's going to build up momentum, but slowly, because I'm just focusing on what I need to do today. Like what am I gonna chew at today to keep adding to the momentum of the future without worrying about the future, but just staying present in the moment, in the day, right? Because this is what I can control. That's what I was thinking about, just this progression of what is to come by just focusing on what is right now. So, changing our minds, is that lying? I don't think it is. I think it's a part of getting ready to expand. Even if it is intentional, right? I mean, we do things, we intentionally lie. There's fear of the truth, right? There's fear. Something, not of the truth necessarily, but maybe of the person who I'm sharing this truth with. That can hold me back, or just the experience of it. I mean, one of my clients struggled with it, and I just remember she was so worried about the fact that she did that. I said, it's purposeful. There's a reason why, and until you feel safe enough to change your mind about it. It's funny, you look at something like lying in another way, Okay, get back. Hey you, my name is Yubi and I use she, they pronouns, and you've just finished watching a clip from my video diary entries where I'm documenting my healing journey as I learn how to navigate my spiritual awakening. I have learned that this experience and process is unique to each and every one of us in whatever way we are embracing living our truth. This just happens to be my journey. And despite me having a graduate degree and a license in clinical social work, this by no means is intended to replace any type of formal mental health advice. This is just me on a personal level, shedding light on the truth that I am learning and discovering for myself as these experiences unfold, and really inviting you along for the ride. Please know that there is a time gap between when these videos post and my real timeline, and also that these clips build upon each other similar to chapters in a book. So if you find yourself lost or confused, feel free to click on the playlist section or the link below, where you can jump around, check out the other chapters, and or catch up. Also, please know that you're more than welcome to check out my website, www.youbecominghealed.com, where I've gathered all of this information, my background, experience, and education to create online self-paced courses to help you on your healing journey wherever you are. You're also more than welcome to check out my other YouTube channel at You Becoming Healed, where I've entertained a podcast, including clips from these courses so that I can make this content accessible to more and more people. Please click like, subscribe, and share this content so again it reaches more people, with the hopes that other people will resonate and connect with the healing journey and the stories shared so that they don't feel alone in their own process. I thank you in advance. I'm grateful to you, and I wish you well.